Hi, Professor. Today we are going to present our term project on IoT forensics. Me and my team member, we both are going to present two research papers on IoT forensics, and I'm going to present research paper on digital forensic and investigation of IoT, a short survey. And my teammate is going to present her research paper on a short survey of Internet of Things for forensics, challenges, approaches, and open issues. Coming to the Internet of Things. Over the past years, IoT has evolved into the prominent and has been utilized to describe a collection of computing devices that efficiently transfer data between their respective systems with other devices in the surroundings. As per the report by Gartner, it was estimated that by the end of 2020, there will be 5.8 million IoT devices were expected to be grow by 7%. The day-to-day examples, IoT device include smart devices, smart locks, smart watches, and etc. On the right-hand side, we can see there are a lot of IoT devices. Those are connected to each other and transferring their data. Coming to the next slide. Uh, Across the world, there are millions of IoT devices exchanging data with other devices. Due to the fundamental characteristics of open, large-scale communication, IoT devices are simple target for users with malicious objectives. Typically, these intruders do not target on the IoT devices, but rather use the IoT devices to target other websites. Coming to the next slide. Vulnerabilities in IoT devices. IoT manufacturing industry is subjected to extreme price sensitivity, which often leads to severe lapses in privacy and data security. This has created the urgency for the rise of IoT forensics globally. As per the IoT devices are continuously collecting the real-time data and data logs of activities, they form a great source of weakness, and hence the time IoT forensics is need of an hour. My team member is going to present her paper.
Hi all, this is Anisha Nandam. So today I'm going to present a research topic on a survey on the Internet of Things forensics, challenges, approaches, and its open issues. So firstly, this is a survey paper. So as per the author, the survey mainly aimed at answering the following questions what is digital forensics, what is IoT forensics, and risk factors involved in these domains. How useful is the data generated from the IoT devices in the forensic investigation process, and what are the standards and the guidelines for digital forensic professionals in utilizing the IoT data in the forensic investigation process. And coming to the, let's talk about what is digital forensic. So, digital forensic is a stem of forensics that is concerned about the uncovering and interpretation of the electronic data. Typically, a digital forensic professional will work on identifying, collecting, recovering, and analyzing the digital evidences that is found on various types of the electronic devices. Coming to the next slide, so how what is IoT forensic and how it is different from the digital forensic? So let's talk about the differences between IoT forensic and the digital forensic. So, in contrast, the primary sources that were used in the IoT forensic could have been significantly broader and could have involved intersections in car entertainment systems and systems for monitoring patients or infants, and even medical implants for both individuals as well as uh, the animals. And what are the IoT forensic challenges? Coming to the challenges which we are going to face in this particular field, the evidence identification, evidence acquisition, evidence preservation, analysis and correlation, attack deficit attribution, evidence presentation. So, apart from that, there are some other issues like privacy issues, legal issues, and multi tenancy, etc. So these are the major challenges which we will face in IoT forensic. And these are the previous research papers uh, which have been published according to the survey. So there are various others. Uh, they have proposed a few articles during the tenure of uh, 1995 to 2019. Coming to the category A, which are early models. So these particular articles have been proposed during the tenure of 1995 to 2005. So these articles, which are basically a digital forensic models, it will define the common successive phase of a typical investigation. Coming to the category B, so authors have published the proposed articles towards an IoT adapted frameworks uh, since 2005 to 2015. Coming to the category C, so various authors have been published proposed articles about the recent advances in IoT forensics since from 2016 to 2019. This is about the research publications of various authors. And coming to the positives and negatives of the paper. So, the objective of this paper is to provide a detailed view on what IoT forensic is and why it is essential given the modern day IoT devices adoption into our daily life. And this paper is also discuss the various factors that affects the need of the IoT forensics and various IoT forensic theoretical frameworks. While the author have explained about the previous research done on IoT frameworks through a comparison table, which is in nature of the study approach, and an in-depth progression of the research details were not discussed in this particular paper. So this is about research paper one, and over to you, Kirish.
Here, I'm going to explain research paper on digital forensic and investigation of the Internet of Things, a short survey. Firstly, this is a short survey paper. As per the authors, the following were the main contributions of these papers. Firstly, highlighting the differences between traditional and IoT devices forensic process. Basically, traditional digital forensic refers to the process of investigation and analyzing digital devices and the data in order to uncover evidences of cyber crimes. On the other hand, IoT digital forensic specifically on a unique challenges posed by the connected devices within the IoT systems. And coming to the next one, listing IoT crimes like IoT devices hijacking, data breaches via IoT, firmware manipulations, GPS spoofing, and etc. And the last one, IoT forensic origin discussion and certain uses in the R&D. Coming to the next slide. The IoT, basically, what are the attacks on IoT and digital forensics? Basically, IoT devices works on three layers. perception layer, networking layer, application layer. The number of use cases for each of these layers are evolving at a rapid pace and is coming increasingly challenging to understand the complexity. These layers present the most significant risk for data breach, which makes them the primary objective for hacker groups. It is very important to encrypt the data of three layers to ensure it is not easy to chase the algorithms. Coming to the next slide. Coming to the category one on attacks on IoT and digital forensics. First one, node tampering. An attacker physically gains access to the node in this sort of attack in order to recover the username and passwords and carry out an illegal operations on the connected devices. Sleep privation attack. In this type of attack, an attacker aims to drain the energy sources of an IoT node with the intention of shutting down the services. And coming to the next one, malicious code injection. The code of such a sort of attack is cause the system to an abrupt halt by ingestion of malware into the operating systems. Coming to the category 2, software attacks. Phishing attacks. In this particular type of attack, the attacker aims to make use of methods like tampering with emails in attempt to gain the login informations and passwords. Malicious script. In this form of attack, the attacker incorporates an unauthorized scripts into the systems in a strategy to acquire access to it. Malware. In such a form of attack, an attacker develops malicious programming into the systems in order to damage it. Coming to the third category, network attacks, rental of services. In order to completely take control of the computer system, an automatic rental of services assaults involve invading an internet connection in traffic. Man in the middle of attack. An attacker keeps tab on the communication activities in this type of attack and makes repeatedly attempts to deceive the people who are involved. Civil attacks. This kind of attack involves the creation of malicious nodes by the attacker with the aim of capturing the identity of other nodes. Here we can see the attacker uh, take over the control of target by using other methods. Coming to the next slide. What are the major R&D contributions in the field of digital forensics are by the various researchers in the field of embedded systems, smart city, smart TV, smart watches, and smart TV. And here we can see the challenges are faced by the various authors, like collaboration between the different entities, cope up with the upcoming technologies, IPv6 implementations, various technology integrations, and there are some kind of issues in key management and introgenity, data security, damage of equipment, data confidentiality and privacy, third-party data uses, gaining access, understanding the various file systems. Coming to the next slide. What are the positives and negatives of the short survey paper? Firstly, this is a short survey paper. This is a very generic in nature to appreciate the depth of the paper. Here, the author have highlighted recent research programs in the IoT forensics and represented the contributions and challenges of each papers, but an experimental evaluation of the studies within each specific field such as embedded systems, smart city, and smart devices in lacking. Thank you.